Well, hello everyone. We're going to be doing episode 1 of season 1, Midnight on the Firing Line. I really wish this was the pilot episode, to be honest. Londo and Jakar have an amazing dynamic. Jakar's obsession with, well, part of the problem is I believe actually the actor for Jakar actually was a Shakespearean actor, and he kind of gave that as a flair, a personality to Jakar, because I think Jakar quotes Shakespeare a lot, and the dynamic between Londo and Jakar is frickin' Shakespeare, basically. Starting on this was a really, really, really solid starting point. Man, I just love it. I really do. Can I think of any problems? Not really. Let's see. No, not really. I don't want to go into the story. I don't want to do spoilers. So let's talk visuals really fast. It's from the 90s. And the show used CGI. Yeah. It's a little rough. And by a little rough, I mean did not age well. That's putting it nicely. Honestly, some of the visuals in like the older Star Treks are almost better than this one. It's pretty painful to admit it. However, the way they did their visuals gave them a lot of creativity and flexibility down the line. So it starts out rough and it gets better. If you're watching this episode for the first time and you've never seen the show, this is what I'm going to tell you. Don't let the visuals turn you off. Okay? Don't. Pay attention to the story. Pay attention to what happens. Pay attention to the characters. No joke. Londo and Jakar are some of the most beautiful characters I've ever seen in almost any movie or TV show. Hands down, gorgeous storyline. On that point, I can do a plug because the guy who wrote, I'm guessing the show, actually, I have never confirmed it, was this guy, and I'm going to butcher his name, so I'm not going to say it. But anyway, he basically wrote almost every episode for this show. Almost. And so when I say, hey, Hollywood, maybe you should pay more attention to writers, yeah, I'm not biased at all. Look, you can say whatever you want to say about all sorts of things. The writing was phenomenal. It is just freaking stunning. And it plays out across the board. I don't know if I really like the vision that the guy had. I don't know what his vision was, but what the production team took from his writing and turned into a story is just a work of art. Okay? Now, that being said, I'm going back to the visuals because the visuals suck big time, like humongously. They are rough. Even at the later parts of the show. I really wish I could say they weren't, but they are. I don't even have like a but there. It doesn't age well. It's CGI. They did some really cool stuff. I mean, if you look at the picture, the cover art right here, it gives you a pretty good idea of what it looks like in general. But this is cover art. This is not CGI, and it's Anywho, pay attention to this episode for the story between Londo and Jakar. You can honestly skip huge chunks of this episode. It is not a crime. It is still a really early episode, and it is still really rough. Y'all have a good one.